In the matter of Vijaya Bank versus Prashant B. Narnaware, Supreme Court allowed the appeal, and court was of the view that restrictive covenant in clause 11K of appointment letter does not amount to restraint of trade, nor is it opposed to public policy. Court said that generally speaking, public policy relates to matters involving public good and public interest. What is just, fair, and reasonable in the eyes of society varies with time. Civilizational advancements, growth of knowledge, and evolving standards of human rights and dignity alter the contours of public good and policy. From the prism of employer employee relationship, technological advancements impacting nature and character of work, reskilling and preservation of scarce specialized workforce in a free market are emerging heads in the public policy domain, which need to be factored when terms of an employment contract is tested on the anvil of public policy. Since the last decade of 20th century, India witnessed an era of liberalization. Golden days of monopolistic public sector behemoths were gone. Public sector undertakings like the Appellant Bank needed to compete with efficient private players operating in the same field. To survive in an atmosphere of deregulated free market, public sector undertakings were required to review and reset policies which increased efficiency and rationalized administrative overheads. Ensuring retention of an efficient and experienced staff contributing to managerial skills was one of the tools inalienable to the interest of such undertakings, including the Appellant Bank. This permitted the appellant bank to incorporate a minimum service tenure for employees to reduce attrition and improve efficiency. Viewed from this perspective, restrictive covenant prescribing a minimum term cannot be said to be unconscionable, unfair, or unreasonable, and thereby in contravention of public policy. Court said that respondent was serving in a senior middle managerial grade having a lucrative pay package. Judged from that perspective, quantum of liquidated damages was not so high as to render the possibility of resignation illusory. In fact, appellant had paid the said quantum and resigned from the post. Appellant Bank had incorporated the liquid damages clause in the appointment contract. Stance of the appellant bank was neither unjust or unreasonable, held the court. The appellant bank is a public sector undertaking and cannot resort to private or ad hoc appointments through private contracts. An untimely resignation would require the bank to undertake a prolix, expensive recruitment process involving open advertisement, fair competitive procedure, lest the appointment fall of the constitutional mandate under Articles 14 and 16 of the Constitution of India, said the court.